I went through and looked at some old roles, and I was like, "Oh, she was in Funny People. I'll check out that scene." Turns out, in Funny People, you're a woman without a sense of humor.
I am the woman without a sense of humor.
Yeah.
That was such a weird experience for me because I showed up.
And that was pre-Mad Men, right?
It was right as Mad Men was airing, so
Okay.
it was kind of the beginning of my film and television career. Basically, been in LA about 6 months, but nobody told me that Judd Apatow throws out the script and that it's all improvisational. So I'm kind of picking up on that as I arrive on set, and then everybody else who's there that day is a genius comedian.
Right.
For whom, like, that's their whole, they live for that, you know? Whereas I was like, I really like having a script. I really like having some structure. I mean, it was an amazing day to be there, but I think I've never been more intimidated than I was.
Oh, is that true?
That day. I mean, comedians generally sort of scare the shit out of me. Like, I think what they do is scarier than anything I could possibly think of. Sort of like using yourself as material, flying without a net. I have an incredible admiration for comedians, but also like a terror.
Do you ever think about what the roles you take and the roles you're offered, what it says about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, after Mad Men, I mean, that role in Funny People, she was a character whose name was Rachel. And,
oh, really?
And they met on, they ended up having a conversation about J-date, so she's
right.
a Jew.
Well, there's a great joke in there.
No, it is. And actually, you know, I will say, like, I realized once I got there on that day, I was like, my job is not to be funny. My job is to be the straight man here and to sort of throw the whole scene into relief. And I was totally happy to do that and relieved in a way that I wasn't having to sort of compete with the comedians.
Oh, I'd much rather be the straight man. In any situation, especially with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I know. I got just to watch him, you know, sort of stone-faced do his thing, which was a really pleasurable thing to do. But when I first got out here and I did that role on Mad Men, like I was called in for every Jewish part you could imagine, explicitly Jewish part, and you know, and it sort of took a while. Probably took Sons of Anarchy to kind of break that lane open.
Isn't that funny?
The joke that I would always make is like, well, there are worse ways to be typecast because they tend to be smart. You know,
right? You don't have heroin needles sticking out of your arms.
No heroin needles, no fake boobs. I don't know. You know, things to be grateful for in this town when you're a woman.